Welcome to the Craftabilities Podcast. My name is Terrell, and this is my co-host.
Why do you have that voice?
That's my true crime voice.
This ain't no true crime.
Just introduce yourself.
I'm Patrice.
And I am Terrell, and we are Craftabilities. So, what do you want to talk about today?
You were supposed to be coming up with the topic for today.
So, guys, today I believe is January 3rd or 4th. I'm not sure the exact day, but we have decided we're going to talk about our New Year's resolution and how we are going to turn this new year coming up, 2024, into a blockbuster year, not only for us, but for everyone.
Oh.
Hopefully.
Okay. We got big plans.
So, Patrice, let's start with you. What do you want to do for 2024, and how do you plan to achieve it?
For 2024, I haven't really made any resolutions, any major plans. I just know kind of what I want to do. I want to expand my business a little bit more. My daughter's going to be going off to college, so I'll have even a little more free time. So I want to make sure that I'm utilizing that free time. And I also want to make sure that I incorporate more self-care days. So, I usually go and get my massage like once every 3 weeks.
Yep.
But I want to make sure like I'm really incorporating just beyond like getting massages and things like that. Facials, doing like just a lot more than what I've been doing. So I want to make sure that I incorporate some self-care days. That's pretty much one of the priority missions for me for this year.
Okay. I think for me, if we're going with that, I want to work on my health. So for you guys out there who's watching, I am overweight. Don't tell no one. So I believe that this year is the year that I am going to get hot and sexy. And then I'm going to have women chasing me around. But if that doesn't work, I'm just going to at least be healthy.
That should be your main goal, is just to be healthy.
Well, yes. Hot and sexy is the byproduct of getting healthy.
Yes.
And the other thing I really want to work on is my business. And, I'm doing some stuff with Patrice. I'm doing some stuff by myself. And one of the big things that is a problem for me is I lollygag, I drag my feet, I say I'm going to do something, and I don't do it. Mm-hmm. So this year, according to my horoscope, I'm going to be rolling in money.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. I can explain that in another video because I know I don't want to freak you out. But this is going to be a very successful year for me. My stocks are going to do amazing. My health is going to be amazing. Women are going to be chasing me. It's going to be nice.
I think you're speaking that out. You're speaking it into
manifested
the atmosphere. And so I think that, having that positive mindset that you're going to have good outcomes and what you want, that's the first step.
Mm-hmm. So I believe like this year, me and Patrice, we are working on a project together. Would you like to tell them about it?
Sure. So I'm going to be, along with Terrell. He's not street life Terrell anymore. He's entrepreneur, business minded Terrell. Hopefully, we're done with street life Terrell. But we're going to actually be starting a bling box, and I'm really excited about that because I love creating bling designs. I love seeing them, and so for this year, we have decided to create a bling box. It's going to be a subscription box that people can purchase, and everything that you need to bling will be in the box. So I've experienced where people don't have access to a cutter, or they may have difficulties cutting out flock. And so it's going to include the template already cut for you with rhinestones, with a little bit of extra self-care things, just so that you can relax and bling, because I do find blinging to be very relaxing and therapeutic. So that's what we have planned. I'm really excited about it.
So one of the great things about this box is Patrice is the brains of it. She puts it together. I'm the muscle, so I'm gonna be constructing it and shipping it. But I'm also gonna throw in my Cash App card. So if anybody wants to send me some money,
No, you're not. You are not.
so everybody on the internet puts out the Cash App, gets money sent to them.
No,
Nobody's sending me nothing.
no, I don't put out my Cash App on the internet.
Well, other people do, other influencers.
No, you don't put. We're not putting. There will be no Cash Apps on anything that I'm attached to.
Okay. So,
You're a hot mess.
so hopefully, I mean, I don't know how y'all can send me some money.
There's no way that if you support our business, that is going to be more than enough. If you are into blinging, if you want to learn, it's a great starter kit too for you to get everything you need. It's going to have the brush, it's going to have the wax pen, it's going to even have the blank that you're going to be using. So the boxes aren't only going to be centered around hot fix rhinestones, meaning putting them on shirts and apparel. We'll also do some flat back rhinestones as well. So a mixture of different bling projects we'll be doing.
So there's two other things I want to talk about. One's a little bit about me. One's about Patrice. Patrice is working on a true crime channel. Yes. It's going to be called Patrice L, and I will be the narrator. So I'll be using a voice like this. It was a scary night.
You're not going to be the narrator.
What?
You're not going to be the narrator.
Oh.
That's not, no.
Well, I'm somehow involved in the channel.
He's going to be the producer.
Okay. And probably narrator. Oh. So Patrice has her new channel coming out soon, which is a month late, Patrice.
Yes.
And
well, in all fairness, it's really a month late because putting together, like starting anything new is very challenging, and starting multiple new projects at once, that's also very challenging. And so remember, I want to do the true crime channel and then also the bling boxes. Well, the bling boxes for me, the true crime is there because unfortunately crime is occurring all the time. Everywhere all the time. But with the bling boxes, I really felt like I wanted to get something out at the beginning of this year, and I knew that I had to really dive into it and getting it done. This isn't something that just came about. We've actually been talking about doing something like this for over a year and a half now. And I've been kind of like dragging my feet. Usually Terrell's the one dragging his feet, but I've been kind of
I'm never dragging my feet.
You do drag your feet.
Our bling box is a year and a half late. Her true crime channel is months late.
1 month.
Well, you finally gave us the date, and then what she's not telling you is she did a bunch of work for people for free for Christmas and put off her channel.
Well, I mean, honestly, the Christmas season, you know how I am about Christmas. You know I love all things Christmas. You know I love twirling around and being Mrs. Claus. So, I mean, Christmas time is never a good time for me to commit to anything except bringing Christmas cheer.
Yeah, so she has a true crime channel, and I think this year I am seriously going to start working on my own channel. I do have one that is monetized that nobody watches. I've made $107 on it. I think that's good. They only paid
the whole time.
Yeah, they paid $100. They paid YouTube pays in $100 increments, so I got to make $93 again until I get a payment. Mm-hmm. But I have a channel that is monetized, and I don't put anything on it. I DJ a little on there and stuff, but I'm gonna start putting up content.
Okay.
If I can make, let's say I made $100 last year. If I can make $200 this year, that would be awesome. Mm-hmm. So that is my goal for this year.
Okay. So if you are out there and you've decided on something new that you want to begin or any changes that you make, let us know below what that is and how you plan on doing it. So how do you plan on making your goals, or at least putting a dent in them?
So I like to list things out and then work on it. Mm-hmm. So right now, the most important thing in all the things we discussed, well, there's two important things: my health and the bling box that we're working on. So I am putting some of the current stuff that I'm doing aside just to make sure that the bling box is going to be successful. And we're going to start putting out stuff. I want you guys to check it out if you're interested. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and pick one up. And the other thing I want to talk to Patrice about, and we're going to do it right here live. I'm gonna stick it to her. Last year or a year ago, we did a live class, and I want to do another one this year. Actually, we did several last year in the summer.
So that was you're talking about the first class we did.
I'm talking about more like the first class.
Okay, so that was longer than that.
That was a year and a half ago.
A year and a half ago,
yep.
We did a cricket class.
I think we should do another class, live in person.
Okay.
I will DJ. I was the DJ last time. And security. And I made sure everything ran on time. Yeah. So I want us to do another class, maybe in the summertime.
Okay.
That will give us 6 months to plan, because it doesn't seem like it's a lot of work, but it's actually a lot of work.
We're prepping and planning and just putting on a quality event, because at the end of the day, it's a class, but it's also still very much so an event.
Well, one of the things I feel is, these type of things the tickets cost a good amount of money, and paying for the venue, all these things, it costs. Mm-hmm. That's why the ticket price is high. But if you're out there and you're paying for this ticket, I think you should get the most possible out of it.
I agree.
So that's why the planning comes in. And one of the things which I excel in, I'll be the DJ.
Okay.
If anybody needs a DJ, you can email us.
Don't email me.
No name podcast 954@gmail. I don't know if you can send money to that, but
you can't. You can't send money to it. So we're not even. No. But okay, so I like that idea. So we'll probably or possibly incorporate some classes. I think that's good, but I think once we actually start getting the bling boxes together, and once we see how that's going to go, so you're giving us a little bit of time, 6 months to see how that's going to go, and then we could start planning to do a few more classes on different topics. So if there are classes that you guys would think would be good ideas, also let us know that in the description too, because we have a wide array of knowledge that we could possibly, it doesn't have to be necessarily crafting or just cricketing or sublimation or anything like that. It could be social media, different things like that. Believe it or not, Terrell does know a lot about social media, analytics, and things like that. So we could totally do something like that.
And audio production. That's my other thing I'm pretty
audio
good at.
production. You're pretty decent.
So, guys, I think we're going to finish up this podcast. Go ahead. If you have any New Year's resolutions, write it down below.
Well, I don't have any resolutions.
Well, no, you need a resolution. You need to start sticking to your word and doing what you're supposed to do.
I don't have any resolutions.
You need to be better.
Oh, I am better.
Be better.
I am better.
Be best. So if you guys have any resolutions, let us know.
Yes.
Health is wealth. That's going to be my resolution. I want to increase my health and my wealth.
Okay.
And thank you for listening.
Later, y'all.
Later.